I love on these benchmark videos, the white balance is either going to be on me or on the TV. And it's better just to do the TV because that's really the main focus of this. So sorry the fact that I'm orange, but deal with it. And let's get into this benchmark video of the GTX 1080, the Founders Edition from EVGA, even though that doesn't really matter. Playing some Dirt Rally at 4K. If you guys like zoom into your screen, if my camera's even picking up that great, probably depends on the color of the background. I have the GeForce FPS counter up there. I'm using a new software to overclock today. I haven't overclocked yet, but I'll overclock later in this video. I'm going to be using the EVGA Precision software, which seems a little bit even better than MSI Afterburner. It's more designed for these new Pascal cards, which is pretty cool. And I don't know, we'll just see how that goes. I like MSI Afterburner a lot, and I just came out with a video on how to use it and everything, but I kind of want to give something else a try and see what I can do with it. But anyways, so let's get into the benchmark video, starting off on high settings with 4K Dirt Rally. Pretty cool stuff. And eventually I want to get some new games to benchmark, maybe like Battlefield 1 and stuff like that. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. Let's get into this. Alright, let's get crazy, y'all. So yeah, we're starting off high settings once again, 4K. I benchmarked the GTX 1080 on this game as well, so like I'll be basically comparing it to that. And I also did the RX 480 too. I guess it's good that I'm playing all the same games at 4K. This game actually did work at 4K though, which is pretty cool. So it actually has an HDMI 2.0 port, so 4K, woo! Alright, but yeah, let's get into this. So looks like we're gonna, okay, so we're doing hill climb. I've never played hill climb before. Oh shit, I should probably focus on the game a little bit. But we're getting 90 FPS right now, which actually doesn't really seem that great. So I have every setting at high, and I don't have advanced blending on. Advanced blending is a setting on this game that just tanks, oh Jesus, oh I hit the crowd. It just kills your frame rate. Oh, no, no. Fuck. Q, oh shit, fuck it. Okay. Yeah, it looks like our frame rate is actually a little bit lower than I probably would have expected, to be honest, but keep in mind that no overclock, and we're in a GTX 1070 opposed to the GTX 1080. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. Oh, remember, I got this graphics card from Cutting Edge Gamer, by the way, in case you guys want to get graphics cards for pretty affordable prices. What's up with all the people standing on the sides? Fuck. Yeah, I get graphics cards from there for pretty affordable prices, so if you guys want to get really fancy graphics cards for not that much money, then check out Cutting Edge Gamer. They're actually pretty cool value, in my opinion. Link in the description, helps out my channel. Anyways, but yeah, this thing looks pretty sweet. God damn, am I terrible at driving. Oh my gosh. I'm going to go ahead and ramp up our settings. We can do that in-game in this game, which is pretty sweet. So we'll ramp up our settings to Ultra, which isn't maximum. Ultra does everything besides advanced blending. It keeps advanced blending off because like Ultra settings can still run pretty good on like a mediocre card, like somewhat decent at least. But advanced blending, like even with the GTX 1080, oh man. I think the GTX 1080 went from Ultra settings was like 100 FPS, and then advanced blending took it down to like 60. It was crazy. So yeah, we're not doing that yet. So yeah, let's see what happens to this. Looks like our frames are still pretty good. Looks like we're getting like the mid-60s now instead of the 90s. So it dropped our frames about 30 FPS. Oh God. Alright, this is a sweet car though, damn. Look at that spoiler. Shit, y'all. Let's get. Go! Go! Alright. Oh, my car is a little bit smooshed. That's okay. I don't need a good car. Oh, 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 god damn it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh! Okay. And I guess I can't really track the temperature right now. That's a really nice thing. I've been having trouble figuring out the on-screen display for EVGA. So maybe, I don't know, I need to figure that out. Because I can't see the temperature. I can tell, like I can hear the graphics card. It's definitely much hotter than it was before, and wow, is my car driving like shit now. Uh, the card sounds much hotter than it was, which since it's a Founders Edition, it is going to be probably, oh my god. It is probably going to be thermal throttling. God damn it. My car is so fucked that it's not even going to drive right now. This is literally full throttle. I can just drive off, oh wow. Drive off my camera. Oh. It actually looks pretty good in the camera. Come on, go in reverse, you bitch. Okay. There we go. But yeah. So, wow, yeah, my car is shit now. Alright, good stuff. God damn it. Oh my god, this game is too realistic. I think I'm going to restart this race and maybe do some advanced blending and see how much it drops the frames even more. Okay, so now we're going in advanced settings and see advanced blending here at the bottom. Crank it up. Alright. Oh, and I already see our frames tanking, even in this menu. Jesus Christ. So, alright. So the GTX 1080 at these settings, it was getting like 60 FPS. This is getting the, oh god, I'm already hitting people, but it's getting the middle 30s, which, you know what, I guess if you're playing an Xbox, I guess it's playable. I mean, it's playable, but, yeah, there's definitely some stuttering going on, which, isn't the most appealing thing to be watching. At least in my opinion, it's nice to have at least 45 FPS. That's kind of what I prefer to be gaming at. I mean, 60 is obviously the best, and I don't even have a 144 Hz monitor, but that'd be fucking sick. Oh, shit. But yeah. Oh, look, I'm getting 42 FPS. That's fun. But yeah, it looks like our frames with advanced blending, ultra settings, 4K on the GTX 1070. Yeah, definitely getting mid-30s. So, is it a 4K card? Yeah, but if you crank all the settings up to max, is it a 4K card? Not really. Probably 1440p would work just great. Anything below 4K would probably be just fine. Cranking up the settings to max on pretty much any game, I bet. But, yeah, this card is definitely struggling at 4K Ultra settings with advanced blending. But now we need to try overclocking and see if that helps us out a little bit. Because on the GTX 1080, I think it gave us another, shit, I don't know. We got like a 200 extra megahertz out of the card. But I think we also got, I don't know, we got like, I think we got like 20 more FPS or some shit like that. So, pretty cool stuff. Let's fuck up these bitches. Woo! And let's go overclock the card. Well, I have no idea how to get the on-screen display working for EVGA Precision. That software actually looks really good, and it looks like it's kind of designed through like the GTX 1070 and the GTX 1080. But yeah, I need on-screen displays, EVGA, and I like clicked the button that was like turn them on, and it's not on. So back to MSI Afterburner. It's up there on the top left. I also got the NVIDIA one running on the top right, so we got 2 FPS monitors, which is probably fine, right? I guess. I don't know. I don't really think it's a bad thing. But yeah, I went ahead and overclocked it 100? So is that 100 megahertz? I don't know. On MSI Afterburner, I went ahead and overclocked it 100 for the core clock and the memory clock. I figured that's perfectly fine for this. And if it keeps working, then we'll keep overclocking and see how far we can push this bitch up to. Yeah. Fumbling over my words, but let's get back into a race. So with the GTX 1080, I went ahead and stopped overclocking it at 2 gigahertz. That's the level I got it to, which actually I'm pretty sure is a pretty conservative overclock to the GTX 1080 is 2 gigahertz, which is pretty fucking high. But this one, I don't think this one overclocks quite as much. But bumping it up 100, my core clock is already 1936, which seems pretty damn tall. Or pretty damn tall. Seems pretty damn high to me. Alright, and I'll try to keep a track of all that stuff, even though I'm also trying to drive a car at very high speed. So now it's 1924 for a memory clock, but, shit. with let's see, what is it called? GPU Boost 3.0, I believe we're on now. It honestly just it just is always adjusting the clock speed, depending on just like a million things. Like if it needs it to overclock that much, temperature, power limit, it's all stuff kind of like that. Yeah, so our frame rate, it doesn't feel quite as choppy, but the frame rate still is pretty low. So I don't really, oh god damn it, I keep hitting the crowd, but I don't really know why it doesn't feel as choppy. It really only raised our FPS, like we're up to like 32, maybe sometimes 40. So maybe raised our FPS, you know, like 3 or 4 FPS, something like that. And it seems significantly less choppy just with that extra frame rate. So that's pretty cool. Just getting a little overclock, and of course we still have the same settings. I never changed the settings, so we still have ultra settings at 4K with advanced blending on, which of course advanced blending kills your frame rate. But so far, so damn good. So I think we should go ahead and overclock this bitch a little more. The temperature right now is 77 degrees Celsius. I believe the temperature target of the GTX 1070 with the founders cooler is 83 degrees Celsius. So we still probably have some headroom, I believe, for some shit. Ooh, fuck me. But for some overclocking. So yeah, we'll go ahead and see if we can get this bitch up to 2 gigahertz. Why the hell not? Alright, we're loading the track back up, and we have the overclock set. I also raised the power limit up to 105, which also raises the temperature limit up to 86 degrees Celsius. And I raised the core clock up, let's see, 200 over base for the core clock and the memory clock. I just did those both the same way. And shabam, we're above 2 gigahertz, y'all. Look at that, woo! Yeah. Okay, so that's always a fun milestone, I think. 2 gigahertz is pretty damn cool on a graphics card, I think. So yeah. And is it helping our frame rate? Possibly a little bit. Doesn't really feel too choppy. Maybe just a little bit of choppiness, but I think, you know, it's still taking a little bit away from that initial test going up to the advanced blending and everything. Although, to be honest, if I was going to run this graphics card like full-time 4K, I would probably just run games at either ultra or high settings, depending on how demanding the game is. But I wouldn't be surprised if this graphics card could honestly handle just about any game at 4K, which is pretty, I mean like 4K like high settings, which is honestly saying a lot, because this graphics card really isn't that much money, and seems like a damn great value. So, oh shit, just don't get the Founders Edition. Like, I just have the Founders Edition because, you know, might as well go ahead and start off with like the base graphics card, but god damn it. But the Founders Edition seems like a really shitty deal to me. And of course, you know, you have louder with the blower style cooler, and you know, it's just honestly not as good in my opinion. But anyways, so our frame rate is yeah, right around 40. I saw 44 for a second, which is pretty impressive. Definitely higher than what we were having before the overclock, which is good news. You know, overclocking does help. God damn it. Doesn't help with your driving, though. Oh, shit. Well, this is not a drifting competition, Tony. What are you doing? It's also not a drive off the damn cliff competition. So yeah, FPS above 40. It really only dips below 40 not that often anymore, which is pretty damn sweet. Our temperature is at 78 degrees Celsius, which is very good. I can hear the graphics card getting a little bit louder, but my game is significantly louder than the graphics card. So as long as you have your graphics card in a case, I wouldn't really worry about it a hell of a lot. And yeah, we're still above 2 gigahertz. It has dropped down a little bit. Now we're 2012 megahertz, which is cool, I guess. Does that mean the world's going to end? I don't know. We'll have to just wait and see until the end of this race. But I don't know if I really want to push this graphics card anymore. I feel like, you know, I got another 200 megahertz out of this card. That's pretty goddamn impressive, in my opinion. God damn it. Come on, Tony. Drive a damn car. Come on. Yeah, so an extra 100 megahertz? Damn it, Tony. Come on. Is pretty damn impressive, I think. So, thank you guys for checking out this benchmark video. Hopefully that kind of showed you guys what kind of performance you can get out of this GPU. Remember, if you guys do want to get this graphics card, you can either buy it or you can lease it from Cutting Edge Gamer and, you know, spread out your payments, which is what I prefer personally. And then you can also upgrade your graphics card whenever you want, which is pretty sweet. Come on, come on. I can do this. There we go. Yeah. But, it doesn't make your gaming any better. Like, if you're still a shit gamer at Dirt Rally, you're still going to be terrible. But I flipped it, so hell, I flipped it. Oh, God damn it. I hope you guys don't hate me for this. Hopefully you guys are just laughing at home. And you're not like, why am I watching this shit? Hopefully you're actually like, you know, getting a good chuckle out of me. Oh, well, that was a good turn. But me just like failing. Oh, here we go. Oh, shit. Oh, hey, I finished it. Fuck it. But hope you guys like that. Okay. Anyways, thank you guys for checking out this benchmark video. Don't really feel like overclocking it too much more. It's still at 2012 megahertz, which is pretty damn good. Another 200 megahertz is pretty cool in my opinion. But anyways, thank you guys for checking out this video. Drop a like on it if you thought it was cool. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more benchmarks in the future. If you guys want me to benchmark like custom GTX 1080s and GTX 1070s and RX 480s, let me know down in the comment section below, and let me know what you guys want me to benchmark in the future. Battlefield 1, I kind of want to get that one, so let me know what you guys think about it down in the comment section below. Sorry, I burp a lot. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.